What's good, y'all? It's your boy D. Welcome back to the channel, man. You have the power to bring out the good or evil side of people, man. You know what I'm saying? And you always want to see someone at their highest form. That homeless man on the street that, you know what I'm saying, you might think that he's broke and he don't got no money, he's trash. You should not see him that way, you know what I'm saying? You should see him as the highest version of himself. You know what I'm saying? Because we are all one. God created all of us. There's a God within us. You know what I'm saying? So for you to see goodness in others, first it starts with yourself. Every day we're kind of forced to play different characters, different masses, different sort of representation of ourselves, depending on where we are. You know what I'm saying? For example, if you're at work, you're able to act a certain way, or you're expected to act a certain way. And if you act anywhere outside of that, you know what I'm saying, it would seem as inappropriate to wear wherever you work or wherever you go. But at the end of the day, you have the power to control how people treat you, how people see you, and the reality of an experience with the person, right? Because every person that you meet or connect with is an experience. You know what I'm saying? Every relationship you had is an experience. And whatever version that person got of you, that's what they'll remember. But if you're focused on the bad, you want to see that person at the highest version. You want to see the highest version of that person. You know what I'm saying? Because that's a reflection of you. If you can't see any good in this person, then you're just blocking your own blessings. You're not allowing yourself to be a better person. You know what I'm saying? Because what you look for is what you see. You know what I'm saying? Like, for example, people that, you know, the judge, when you go to court, they want to know everything about this person from their childhood to their adulthood. You know what I'm saying? When you go on trial, they kind of manipulate you to say, because they have lawyers telling you that you did something. You know what I'm saying? They're telling you that they're trying to provoke you to see what type of person you're going to portray. You know what I'm saying? Are you going to portray a liar, or, you know, that person that you know what I'm saying, did some messed up shit to some people? They want to see that man, right? And what the basis of the video is that you have different images of yourself. There's different masses, different sort of personalities within one person. You know what I'm saying? There's different sides of everyone. You know what I mean? It's not all one. Like, when we hear the voices on our head, sometimes we hear more than one thing. That's more than one perception. That is our mind, basically. So just understand that you have different masses of different ideals in your head. So, for example, like, say you got in an argument with your girl, and you're coming in and you're like, yo, I'm mad at her. You know what I'm saying? She's a messed up person. She no good. She's this, she's that. You know what I'm saying? She's disloyal, right? And I got this homie that he thinks that all, like, he never, like, this guy had probably the worst experiences with women, and he's like, bro, like, these women ain't loyal, this and that. But I'm like, nah, like, my reality from him is different, because I know a loyal woman. You know what I'm saying? All the women that I was in a relationship with were loyal to me. But his reality of having disloyalty stems from his belief and his ideals. You know what I'm saying? And how he approached this relationship. This is the same thing in real life, right? If we don't have a good ideal of the image of the person we want to attract or believe, it's not going to happen. You know what I'm saying? So if, for example, if I want to see the goodness in someone, I gotta think good of that person. You cannot think just bad, evil of that person, because at the end of the day, we were all created from God. All of our intentions are good. You know what I mean? Which brings me back to the court thing. When you go to court, they have the lawyers, they have the police, everybody's trying to paint you with this character. You know what I'm saying? And then they're gonna have a trial of how long it lasts, and they're gonna pull different scenarios. They're gonna twist up questions to try to bring that side of you out. They want to see if you're guilty or you're innocent. You know what I'm saying? And that's what they want, right? They want to know that if people, if you premeditated, or it was, what do you call this? Conspiracy, right? This is why people get conspiracy charges, because you reenact the crime before you actually did it. You know what I'm saying? You already planned it out in your head, and you went and did something. You know what I'm saying? So it's the same thing in situations when you have people getting into arguments, be getting into fights and stuff, because they have a reality of, oh, yo, this man is terrible. This man is just disgusting. You know what I'm saying? He's a scum. He's a bum. And this is what people say. But if this man might be someone so good to somebody else, someone might love him and love everything about him, but then you thinking this man is a bum, he's no good, he's a scum, he's worthless, he's useless. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the reality you want to paint of that person. You know what I'm saying? So the reality you paint of someone is most likely on a subconscious level, right? Your mind is your world. Your mind is your reality. You know what I'm saying? And the minute you understand that, you can shift and play different outcomes of how you want it. You know what I'm saying? Because if your perception of someone is not serving you, why hold on to it? Why put yourself in misery? Because that ain't the truth. That person has different sides of them. You have the power to see whatever side you want, and that comes from your attitude and your behavior towards that person. You know what I'm saying? And this ain't not about controlling either. It's about yourself and how you can dictate your relationships and have better relationships and bring the best out of people. You know what I'm saying? Back to the women that think that all guys are trash and men are no good and this and that. What type of woman would think of like no man is good and every man is a liar and you know what I mean? No good, good for nothing. It's the vibration she's giving off. You know what I'm saying? Everything is your energy. If you give energy into something, that's your reality. You know what I'm saying? When we look outside at the trees, the river, you know what I'm saying, the ocean, the wind, everything is moving in the energy. You know what I'm saying? So when you interact with someone, the energy that you're putting forward is the energy you won't get. You know what I mean? And you might bring out a dark side of that person because of the reality you painted them in your mind. You know what I'm saying? You think they're no good, so you were gonna paint this image of a no good man or a no good woman. You know what I'm saying? But what type of reality do you want? You know what I'm saying? Do you want that person to be a no good, good for nothing liar, cheater? You know what I'm saying? What do you want? And you can control that. You know what I'm saying? And I can say the first thing starts with respect. You know what I mean? Because if you respect someone and you see the goodness in them, you're going to filter out all the bad. You know what I'm saying? Bro, our thoughts are really the dictation of our world. You know what I mean? Because if we're going to think that this person is good for nothing, then everything that person did was good for nothing. You know what I mean? And what are you saying about yourself? You know what I mean? So you can dictate your reality and your thoughts, and it can make you feel better because the thoughts are connected to our emotions, and our emotions are connected to our actions. You know what I'm saying? The other day I was at work. You know, I work in customer service. And this lady told me I'm the most unhappy, rude person that she's ever met. And I'm like, what? You know what I'm saying? And I went to her and I said, why? Right? And basically what she told me was, oh, I was doing other things other than serving her, other than making her drinks, because you know what I'm saying, I work at a bar and I'm a bartender there, right? So I was doing my side cleaning, I was, getting the ice done for closing time. So the lady was like, you're the most unhappy person, miserable, rude, this and that, and all this stuff she's saying about me. And I went up to her and smiled, and I said, why? I smiled at her. I was nice to her. You know what I'm saying? But in reality, she was the one that was mean and messed up. Cause that hurt me, bro. That hurt me a lot. You know what I'm saying? That hurt me. And our kids were right beside her. And they were looking at her like, what? You know what I'm saying? Cause she was not making sense. Cause it turned out that she was the most miserable person that I've met in my life. You know what I mean? But that was her reality. That's what she saw. You know what I'm saying? She didn't see me smiling. She didn't see me greeting nobody because that's what she wanted to see. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. And her kids were there, and they're ashamed. They were embarrassed. You know what I'm saying? They were embarrassed, and the way she was treating and talking to them, I know that they, you know what I'm saying, they felt some type of way. But the way she was treating her kids in public, that told me a lot about her, you know what I'm saying? But she wants to make me look like that, take her frustration out of me, right? So that's what I'm saying, man. Like, your reality is exactly your thoughts, and it's connected to your thought process, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you look at when they talk about peer pressure, right? Peer pressure is energy and vibration in the group, you know what I'm saying? Peer pressure is they might bring out the dark side in some way. You know what I'm saying? You have some youths on the streets. You have some youths in places where they go through things and they connect with people. And these people bring out that dark side of them. You know what I'm saying? Like, because they saw that. See situations where kids or adults end up, they were pressured, and they're influenced. You know what I'm saying? We're controlled on a whole scale. This whole society is controlled by energy perception. You know what I'm saying? For example, social media, we're controlled by that. You know what I mean? Why we're controlled? Because now we can't even post a picture if we're not going on vacation. You know what I mean? People got to go somewhere to post a photo, bro. Social behavior. You can see this socially. You know what I'm saying? You gotta go somewhere to post a picture for real. I can remember a time on Instagram, people just used to post pictures. Now, they ain't doing that. They ain't posting no pictures at all. People are not posting as they used to. They only post when they go on trips. You know what I'm saying? That is social behavior and the perception of the reality. You know what I mean? And the masses are controlled by this. You know what I'm saying? So you have the power to control and people in every way, every form, depending on your attitude and your behavior towards them, your mannerism, you know what I'm saying, your presence, right? Because I can tell on every relationship I had, different women bring out different side of me because of their personality. You know what I'm saying? You could see, like, in some relationships, you will be striving and growing. You know what I'm saying, and making moves. In other relationships, you'll be stagnant. You know what I'm saying? That's because of the energy and how y'all vibe together. You know what I'm saying? So it's just deeper than the thought. But you could bring out the good or the worst in people, but it all starts with you. Everything starts with you, and that's the basis of this video, man. So, it's not manipulation. It's just life. It's just the nature of life and energy. So God created everyone with the same set of characteristics. You know what I mean? We got anger, we got fear, we got frustration. You know what I'm saying? And we got, like, this dark side as well. All the traits, all the same people, right? We are all one. And the minute you understand that, there's things in every person. There's every person You can't tell me a single person on this earth that is not committed sin. There's no man, no woman, I don't care if you're a pastor, a deacon, you know what I'm saying, or somebody that you can't tell me, a nun, the Pope. There's no person in this world that could say that they never committed a sin. You know what I'm saying? If you don't believe me. You know what I'm saying? So look at this. If no person in this earth, and we're all sinners, then what does that tell you? What does that tell you? That answers for itself. That we all have characteristic of a good person, but our supreme being, the Most High in us, is the highest version. You know what I'm saying? Highest version. You always want to see the good in people, or see what you want to see. You know what I'm saying? But also, it comes with a level of understanding and a level of maturity. And I mean that from a spiritual perspective and a perspective about life and understanding. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, if you don't have understanding, you can never grow as a person. You know what I'm saying? And this is all about growth, man. Like, you can't be stuck in the same way of thinking from like a 15-year-old. You know what I'm saying? You can't be stuck in the same way of thinking, the same way of socializing when you were 15 years old. You know what I'm saying? You got to transform and elevate with your spirit. You know what I'm saying? And use it as your advantage to have a better life. You know what I'm saying? Because all the people that are jealous and envy of other people are actually hindering their blessings. Sorry. You know what I'm saying? You think of all the people that are jealous about other people. What type of energy are they pushing forward? You know what I'm saying? A person that's jealous is going to do stuff that is, you know, vindictive or destructive. You know what I mean? When you approach that person, how are you going to respond to them? Is it going to be real and genuine? You know what I'm saying? And a lot of us don't know how to show love. You know what I'm saying? You got to know where to show love to get love. You know what I'm saying? Because if you're not showing love, whatever energy you're pushing towards someone else, you're not going to get the full love. You cannot crave love and you don't show love. How is that possible? You're craving love and you're not showing love. You're being stingy with love. You know what I'm saying? You got to show love to receive love and receive it fully. And when you do things and when you say things, you got to mean it. You know what I'm saying? That is it. That is it. Right? It ain't nothing about doing fake or holding back. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes you see this when you speak to people or you feel their vibrations like they're holding back. Like, you can't hold back. You know what I'm saying? If you want to receive, you got to give genuinely with your energy. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm saying. Like, you got to unlock the God within you. You know what I'm saying? You can only do this through God. Right? You can only do this at your highest form. Because if you're in a low frequency, you cannot show love, nor you cannot see the goodness of people. You know what I'm saying? You got to be the highest form of your spirit mentally, right? Your mind is your spirit. You know what I'm saying? People think that, you know, this spirituality stuff is a whole complicated stuff, but your mind is your spirit. You know what I'm saying? Your mind is your being. So if you're not showing love, you will not receive love to the fullest. You got to show love fully to receive love. You know what I'm saying? Because if you ain't showing somebody else love, you don't really love yourself. You know what I'm saying? You don't really love yourself for real. Why are you being stingy to showing love when, you know what I'm saying, but you want to get love from someone else, but you're not willing to show love? You know what I'm saying? Energy is reciprocated, you know what I'm saying? And the world that we live in is all energy. You know what I'm saying? The energy is God. So you got the power to bring out the best and the worst in somebody, the dark, the good side. You know what I'm saying? But if you want to bring out the good side in someone, you got to see the goodness in your stuff. And it starts with you and the mindset that you have. You know what I'm saying? It's a God rich soul. It's your boy D. I'm out.